homemade ice cream, and I'm actually doing it different. Last time we did this, we did a base ice cream that was just half and half mixed with heavy cream to create the ice cream. Today we're actually going to be doing a gelato, and gelato uses egg yolks, which is going to be interesting. I know for people in my family, they've had a couple versions of gelato, so it's kind of like a custard gelato type stuff. So I think officially they call this one, I'm using actually my ice cream social book. I was reading the whole thing earlier and they called it gelato, but now I'm like, it's a custard. Egg is custard. It's egg yolk, so it's custard. But well, whichever it is, we're doing one of them. I said it, but I was so confident when I said it. Now I'm like, oh shit, it might actually be the other thing. Regardless, we're doing it differently today, and it should freeze better. And I'm really scared about this as well. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely great. So what we're starting with is this is a bowl of ice, and we'll be sticking a tinier bowl of ice inside of it and a strainer. There's 4 egg yolks in here, but one broke. We're going to be whisking these. Prep them. Today is going to be a day of timing because we have to heat this up and temper it without scrambling it. So there's our whisked eggs. Alright. So that's that for the double broiler. It was supposed to be milk chocolate, but I'm doing bittersweet. And not a whole lot, so we're just doing a little bit. I could have, microwaved this, but I'm not too, being, I guess, not lazy. There we go. It's like one bar melted, but the other one didn't. I just needed to not take too long, so it said to pre-prep it by getting the chocolate melted. Alright, there we go. That's done. Transfer that. So, melted chocolate. You wanna see. We're gonna be taking heavy cream, half and half, salt, the cocoa powder, that chocolate, and sugar, salt, sugar. Putting it in here. Ice cream, and once we get it nice and simmered, we pour a little bit of it into this, the eggs, to start tempering them, and then we're going to be using this to pour that into that, pour it into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the cream in. Then we're going to go stick this in the fridge, so sorry, make sure. I know it's got ice. Spritz some salt. 3/4 cups of half and half. Fourth cup. Oh boy. This is sugar, half and half, salt, and that, what we'll be doing is heating this up slowly, looking to dissolve it, and then, because we don't want it to boil, but we do want it to get hot, and when it gets hot enough, we're going to take 1/4 cup of it, and we're going to pour it into the eggs to temper the eggs to use that heat, and then we're going to pour the eggs into here and just continue, and then we'll switch to the paddle from the whisk. Oh boy. I take just a bit of this. I'm lowering the heat so I don't want it to boil while I'm doing this. And then we're going to pour this into the eggs and keep whisking. This is to temper the eggs. It's supposed to help prep it. Prep the eggs to get heated. that the heat's been dropped, we're gonna pour it back into here. Now we got all the egg yolks. We're done with whisk. We're gonna switch to make sure we capture all of it with the paddle. We're gonna start stirring it this way. Sure. It doesn't scramble. So what you're supposed to do is you just keep it like this to thicken it, and when it starts coating the spatula, ugh. Looks like I still had some sugar clumps, because there's no way that's the egg. It's getting there, it's thickening. And then once it's ready, we're gonna pour it into this chocolate, and then we're gonna pour all of it. There we go. Kept its shape. Pouring it into the melted chocolate. Ooh, that was a really good chocolate taste too. So now we're mixing this with the melted chocolate. Hoping to still not, ugh. Here's the heavy whipping cream. Second hands. I need more hands. Alright, and now we mix it in with this. So now we have the chocolate in the heavy cream. I don't know if you can see it. The only thing I'm not going to do correctly is this is supposed to chill for at least 2 hours, and we're not going to do that. We're gonna be pouring this into here. This is a chilled ice cream maker. This is me attempting to make ice cream again. Oh boy. And it tasting like a brownie was an absolute accident, but the chocolate mix that I used was because I used it to make brownies recently, and I knew it was a good chocolate mixture. So we used bittersweet mixed with dark chocolate. Sorry, I'm trying to froze too much in the center, so I'm making sure it's still actually getting mixed here. But look, it's ice cream when you do it this way. So I gotta be careful. Trying to get it just a bit more. And I'm not doing any mix-ins in it this time, but here so you can see if I wanted to. That's really good. Oh man, so it's so much creamier than the last one because it's a custard. But it reminds me of the Cold Stone dark chocolate. It really does taste like it. And that's very delicious.